What is up, guys? Chris, the Professional Dad, and I am back with another knife video. And today what I want to do is go over basically my best pickups at Blade Show. The best all-around options that I got. Now, I can't show you everything, and I'm not even going to try. That would take a long time because I picked up a lot of stuff. Because I picked up stuff for other people as well, and I picked up a lot of stuff for a big giveaway. So I'm going to show you what I think is the best pickups that I made. And there's going to be a couple knives here. I like all of them. I like everything I picked up. I think that there's some fantastic options. But these are all the way around what I think. Actually, you know what? They're going to be 5 categories, 5 different knives. So here you go. The very first one I want to show you is the budget option. I picked up some budget knives, and this is the best one that I think that I picked up all the way around, and it is the QSP Penguin. Now, this is a Blade HQ exclusive. I think it's also a Blade Show exclusive that they done for Blade Show. This is the Zero Forks Given. You can see the forks here in Zero Forks, white hardware, white thumb studs. Just a really good looking Penguin, QSP Penguin. Now, they had a thing going on. They had a lot of different knives like this with this basically this aesthetic look, different knives, and they were really well priced as well. But they also was doing this thing where they was hiding forks around the Blade Show, and if you would find one, you could turn it in for a sticker, for a t-shirt, for different things, or for knives. Now, this isn't mine. This is the knife that was given away in the massive Blade Show package that I gave away. So by the time I show this, this will probably already be sent out. It is, but yeah, QSP Penguin. Now, the great thing about this is right there. Crossbar lock. I'm going to tell you, they are going to sell a ton of these because the action is phenomenal. Now, I don't think that they're going to have this Zero Forks option available. They might. I don't know. We'll see. But the crossbar lock is fantastic. Just a great knife. And it's 14C28 blade still, blacked out blade. They had it in the satin finish, and they had the blacked out blade. I thought it looked good with the blacked out blade against this blue and white, but it is the crossbar lock, and the action is phenomenal. Now, I, of course, picked up those Rosecraft knives, which were great options. I also picked up that that Kaiser Retro. I haven't even really messed with that in here, even done a review on that thing yet. I need to check it out. Now, it might be a better knife than this one all the way around, but I just love everything about this knife. Again, this isn't my knife. Harley Davidson won this. The person that goes by Harley Davidson on YouTube won this, so it's theirs. And like I said, by the time you see this, it'll probably already be in a package off to them. Harley Davidson won a ton of stuff, and this is the knife that was in it. So, or one of the knife. There was like 3 or 4 knives in that, so it was really cool. So that was the budget option knife that I picked up. Now, fixed blade, real easy for me with fixed blade. I think was the best one. But before I show you which one I think is overall the best one, I'm going to show you the fixed blade that I was most excited and eager to check out when I got the Blade Show. And it's this company right here, TCAL. I was so eager to check them out because all I hear about is TCAL, how great they are, stuff like that. They have a waiting list. It takes, 3 months or so to get one when you order them because it takes them a while to make them. And I'd just been hearing so much stuff about TCAL, and I wanted to check them out. Now, I picked up a couple. These will be, the Melissa Backwoods Warren EDC, the mini. It's over there already packed up, ready to go as well for the person that got it. This knife is fantastic. It's an AEBL. That's who I was most excited to see, was TCAL on the fixed blade world. But I ain't gonna lie, the best fixed blade knife that I picked up, no questions asked, for me, in my opinion, is this sucker right here. Now, I've got a Guardian 3. I've got a Guardian 4. One is too small for my hands for EDC, and one is just a tad bit too big for EDC. So this 3.5 right here is the perfect size for EDC. The blacked out blade has very neutral handles that are great for the ergonomics. It has perfect jimping right here for your thumb in the perfect spot. Good flat grind, and this is in Magna Cut blade steel. Now, Nicole Bradford, amazing person. She spent a lot of time with me, and she told me about these scales that they were using, and they was only using that one color basically. And she said, you know, finally the manufacturer that I was ordering from said, hey, you know, are you ever going to switch it up with colors? And she's like, I didn't even know they had other colors. She's like, so this is the very first ones we're trying out with this color. And I picked it up. But Magna Cut, fantastic ergonomics, tacoed sheath, Kydex sheath, just a great knife all the way around. Magna Cut blade steel, the best EDC knife on the market, if you ask me, no question, is a Bradford Guardian. In my opinion, there's no question Bradford Guardian is the best EDC fixed blade on the market. No question. Now, if I'm looking under $100, that mink is a really good one. Now, it's no Bradford Guardian, but the Vosteed mink is a great one. If you can't spend a lot of money and you want to get one under $100, get the Vosteed mink. But if money's not an object and you want a fixed blade for EDC, right there, the Bradford Guardian 3.5. 3.2 is a great size as well, but the 3.5 I think is the perfect size. That is the best all-around fixed blade that I got at Blade Show. In my opinion, no questions asked. Now, the best folder that I got, and I got the Sage 6 Sprint Running S90V. I picked up the Python Scale 10V Shaman. Yeah, there's a lot of folders that I picked up. A lot of folders. But no questions asked. This right here is the best folder by far. It's not even a comparison. It's not even a question. All you have to do is hold a hinderer in your hand one time and feel how well these are made. These liners are so thick. The barrels, the spacer barrels, the jimping on top, the dual thumb studs, the liner lock, the action. I mean, this thing is everything I could have ever expected from a hinderer and more. Hinderer and Spartan blades were the two folders that I wanted to check out, the Harsey and this one. I really wanted the Harsey really, really bad. Just, you know, the one I wanted was already gone. Plus, I just honestly didn't have the money for it, to be perfectly honest. I would love to have a Harsey. That's the knife that I really want to get my hands on, is a Harsey. I'd love to have one in my collection. I just can't afford it. I got 4 kids that I'm raising on my own full time, so I just can't do it. This is S45VN. It's a USA made knife, and I think it's fantastic. And what do you see right here, guys? Blue. And you all know I love blue. Go Big Blue, UK Wildcats. So this is the best knife. And, you know, honestly, this isn't my style of knife. The shape, it's not my style. But I had to go with it because I absolutely loved the blue, and I loved, it wasn't just the blue that I liked. It wasn't just the fact that it was a hinderer or that it was an S45. It wasn't any of those things. It was also, it was just different. It was different. They had a lot of drop points and stuff that I really liked. I really liked a lot, but there was just something about this right here. This normally would not be my style. It was just different. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to check that out. I'm going to check that out. It feels great in the hand, and I love. This is the XM18 with the Skinner blade. S45 VN. Fantastic knife all the way around. Hinder is amazing. I mean, gosh almighty, these things are so awesome. No question. Now, this next knife that I'm going to show you is a knife that I absolutely am in love with. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with this knife because it is from two of my favorite brands. It is a collaboration. Most of you all will already know what knife I'm about to show you. If you've been watching my stuff at all, you know what knife I'm about to show you. It is the ProTech Chavez collaboration. This is the Redemption. Oh my gosh, it is amazing. Now this is an S35 VN. Look at that blade. Oh my gosh, look at that blade. Look at this knife. Look at the handle. Now, like all Chavez's, it comes with the skull pocket clip, or you can get the regular pocket clip and put it on there. It comes with both. But there you go, guys. What an amazing knife. And this is an automatic, and let me tell you, it is powerful. Now, they had this in red and the black, but I just really like the black. I loved the all black option. Now, I'm not a big auto fan. I'm not a big auto fan, and I will probably not carry this knife because I just don't carry my autos. I've got several autos. The TR3, the LUDT, some Bokers, now this. I mean, I just don't carry autos. You know, I just don't. But this one is phenomenal. And I absolutely love this thing. They tried to pass it off like they had a great blade show price, but it was basically the same exact price that they're selling them for everywhere else. They're just hard to get. So you know, you can't really get them at Blade HQ and stuff because they're always sold out so fast. So you just had to get it while you could, regardless of what the price was. But what a great knife. The action is phenomenal. It's got good jimping on top of the blade and on top of the handle. Good ergos. A great knife. Great swedge on top. If you like autos, this will be a knife that you would absolutely love. Feels great in the hand. A good weight to it. Good action. A good thump when it opens. I mean, it jumps into place. Good action. But the big thing is it's a ProTech and a Chavez. I mean, come on. The best of both worlds, guys. The best of both worlds. Boom. All right. Now, I wanted to show you one other auto really quick because this auto that I'm about to show you means a lot to me. And this might sound corny to you guys, but it really does. This is a Boker automatic right here. Now, this will already be gone by the time you all see this. I'll post this in a couple days. And this will probably already be gone because this also was won by Harley Davidson. This was in the giveaway. This is a very, very lightweight automatic. It's got D2 blade steel, a good swedge, a good drop point blade. It's got a lock. You can lock it in the open position so it won't close, or you can lock it in the closed position so it won't open. Either one. You can lock it and it will lock. It's got a deep carry wire pocket clip. I don't think that's reversible. It might be reversible. Is that reversible? Probably, yeah. All right, so a deep carry pocket clip, wire. I'll tell you, but it's very, very light. I could see what they're going with. I like that blue hardware on this. That blue, that's my color. You guys know that. The collar around the pivot and stuff, that's just beautiful. But this is an extremely light knife. It's got the jimping on the back of the handle right here and on top right here. The reason I like this knife so much, now this goes for about $100 retail. I can't even remember what the model is of this. I can't even remember. But if you watched our live stream from the Blade Show floor, you would have seen that Zach in the wild, Zach Whitmore, was walking away from the booth, the Boker booth. And I saw him. I said, "Hey, Zach." And he turned around. I said, "Man, I'm a huge fan. I just want to shake your hand." And I shook his hand, and I told him we was live streaming. He said hi to everybody watching, to the crowd and stuff. And I told him that what we was doing, that we was having a live stream so that people that didn't get a chance to see the show would get a chance to see what it was like right there with us. But also, I told him that we was doing a big giveaway that evening at 6 o'clock. So that people, even if they didn't get to go, they could still get something from the Blade Show. And he said, "Hey, do you want to add a Boker knife into that?" And I was like, sure, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I won't say no. So Zach Whitmore, Zach in the Wild, the guy from Blade HQ, all of the different knife shows. Now he's the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Boker North America. And he also is the designer of the Civivi Yonder, one of the best EDC knives out there. He walked over, looked on the wall, said, "Hey, is an auto available?" And I said, "Absolutely." He got this down, showed it to me, told me it was about $100 retail value. He said, "I don't have the box. Can I just give it to you?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "This is for your community. This is for the giveaway, man. It's awesome. Have fun with it." And Zach Whitmore gave me this knife personally. And I think Zach's an awesome guy. I love his personality. I love his demeanor. I've been watching his videos for a long daggone time. And here's the thing. Harley Davidson won this as well. And I hope that they appreciate this knife for the same reason. Because in the knife community, Zach Whitmore is a pretty cool dude. Yes, and I am fanboying out a little bit over Zach Whitmore. I think he's just a great guy. I love his attitude and demeanor and what he stands for and what he's about. And this was just another act of kindness. So I love that knife right there. Now, it's an auto, so it was on, it's just, I mean, come on. It's no daggone Protec Chavez. But I did want to, since I was going to tell you about an auto, I wanted to tell you about this and the story, because this is fantastic. And Harley Davidson, if you're watching my videos, which I don't know if you watch my videos a lot, I've only seen you a couple times, to be perfectly honest. I don't know if you do watch my videos a lot, but if you do, I hope you appreciate this knife, because this is a cool knife, and I hated letting this knife go just for the story, but it wasn't my knife to keep. It was your all's, it was the community's, and enjoy that knife. So the fifth thing that I want to show you is a miscellaneous item, an all-around item that is, it can be anything. It can be an EDC object. It can be a wallet. It can be anything. It came down to two things. It came down to this. Sorry, my kids are out there playing. Hold on, I'm almost done. It came down to this. This was, Nicole Bradford told me about this, and she sold me on it. This is one that they just started doing. This, basically, it's a chef's knife, but she called it a utility knife. It's in Magna Cut. It's absolutely fantastic. This is 6-inch. It's awesome. Very, very thin blade stock all the way down, full tang. Very thin handles, great ergonomics. It's a chef's knife, and it's in Magna Cut. And it comes with this little leather sheath here, or slip, whatever you want to call it. I love this thing. I love this thing. 100%. I'm never going to carry it. I mean, it's not a fixed blade knife that you would normally carry. It's a daggone kitchen knife. That was almost going to be it, but it's not. I want to show you guys what was And most of you all already know what I'm about to show you because you've seen this in the live and you saw it in the giveaway. This is, sorry, my boys are out there WWEing it up, beating each other up. This is a baseball bat that was given to me by the guy from RMJ Tactical. Now, he saw us in the live stream. Now, this isn't an image laid on there like a sticker. This is engraved into the bat. All of this is textured, engraved into the bat. Look at this. He saw our live stream. He saw that we was giving things away that evening and what we was doing, and he walked over and he grabbed this daggone tube. Where is it? Right here. And I thought he was going to get a shirt, and then I saw the tube, and I already told the story. I thought it was a poster that he was going to give me. And he opened it up and just poured this out. It was just crazy. I couldn't believe that he was giving this to us for the giveaway. But he said, this is for you all, for the giveaway for the community. And he gave me his card. He works for RMJ. He does these on the side. And I'm going to tell you, the engraving is so intricate and exceptional and beautiful. This is a work of art. If anybody ever used this bat for anything other than looking at it, they are crazy. This thing is gorgeous. I think it retails for $125. Again, guess who won this? Harley Davidson. So Harley Davidson won that. Won the Boker, won this. Harley Davidson, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Trust me. Other knives, flashlights, Swiss Army knife. A hat from Blade Bench. Harley Davidson won all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. In excellent package. And this will all be sent out probably by the time this video is airing. So, or uploaded, I should say. But yeah, what a great... So all this stuff right here is fantastic. You got a Protec, Chavez, you've got a Hinderer, you got a couple of Bradfords, and you've got a QSP Penguin. And you've got some boys in the background beating each other up that I will go deal with right now in a second. But here you go. There you go. That is my top pickups from Blade Show. I'm absolutely blown away by them. It was an amazing Blade Show. I cannot wait for next year. I've already talked to a lot of people, and guys, I made a connection at Blade Show. I can't say anything, but we're working on something. And if by some miracle this works out, oh my gosh, it'll change my life. It'll change my kids' lives. So I'm working on it, and I'm really hoping, and from all the feedback I got so far is it is possibly a big go. So we'll see. I'm Chris, the Professional Dad. I'll link all this stuff in the description below. I'll even find out what this Boker knife is, and I'll link it. But I'll link everything. Maybe the bat will be a little hard to link, but I will try. I'll find it. Everything else I will link, even the TKL knives, I will link them all. I'll link everything in the description. Also, remember our premium member Knife of the Month giveaway that will be coming up the last day of the month for one lucky person. I'm Chris, the Professional Dad. I wish all of you sharp knives and happy lives, and I will see you in the next one. Now, I'm going to go and join in this WWE brawl with my little boys. I will talk to y'all later.